A headless sphinx in black granite guards the entrance to the Temple of Jupiter. It was imported from Egypt at the time of the temple's construction in the 5th century. This is a baptismal font. We're into submersion. Lots of money. Walls and ceiling is Roman. This was the Temple of Jupiter.
So as his mausoleum was converted into the cathedral, that's how the temple was converted into baptistry. So we believe there was a statue of Jupiter back in those times, but we didn't get a chance to see it. Anyway, this is a font. This font was actually older in one of the churches. They discovered 3 parts, and they brought it here, connected, and then usually they would fill it with water, immerse the whole body in and out, and at that moment you're likely to remember the picture.
This is John the Baptist. It's a symbol of the Croatian people.
You notice there's nothing out there, there's some here, there are all lots of them around the cathedral, there are all the ships there and those things. Let's do that.
And we have 2 Roman soldiers here taking pictures. They're not taking pictures. The Eastern Gate.
Coming in and out. The southern gate was connected to the roads. North and eastern and the western, they look the same. They had a system of double gates, and it was more like a matter of precaution than really a need, because once the Diocletian retired, no one really cared about it. Anyway, the whole idea of double gates was to keep those doors closed in case someone attacks, keep them closed, and this one open. If enemy comes, they would let it come in, and then they would shut the doors down. The enemy was trapped here, and for the soldiers above, an easy target. They could throw hot water, stone, arrows. This is more.
The main street was this width. Now it's smaller.
There were like walls going around, so people were desperately trying to build as much as they could inside because it's just easier to defend. Even if you lived in a place without walls, they would do the same, only because of the safety.
This is a statue of a 10th century bishop, Gurgurninski. Here's the walls on the opposite side, away from the water. This is the north side. The water's on the south side. A really substantial Jewish community in this area after they were kicked out of Spain, I believe in 1492. And a lot of Jews came here at the beginning of World War II thinking they'd be safe. And of the locals in the area that were Jewish, 20% survived. This was the food of the poor people.
Are kind of symbol of the, let's say, modest families or poor. It is now very popular as a food, as something that's very genuine.
The sun isn't quite out, but it is a lot brighter. Venetian rule, this was the city hall. Looks a bit like the Doge's palace. They would put proclamations on the flagpole. This was the first hotel. Yugoslavia, all of these private houses were confiscated by Tito and the communists, and the original owners are starting to get them back.
Not a very common thing to see around here. But just behind this building is our fish market. Just know how close access is special and different. Anyway, if you would enter here, you would come back on the square with the streets, where the cathedral is in the tower, so very easy.
It's a 24-hour clock.
Family. They built it in the 14th century, and they placed St. Anthony here in order to protect the people.
The owner of this house is peeking around the corner here. There he is. This is obviously someone more famous. Born in the 15th century, Marko Marulic is known as a national poet of Croatia. This statue is in the Fruit Square inside the palace grounds. And under Napoleon, a lot of the walls were destroyed, so they had more air circulation for less disease. They kept this tower as a prison. The holes are for sparrow hawks, because they get rid of the bugs.
So we are now in the middle of the waterfront. If you go all the way where that flag is, to your right, you have that big shopping street where the fish market is and that nice square in the vicinity. It's a nice place to walk. If you go that way behind the tower, you have that green market.